Greg Oz, and now Larry Mitchell on electric guitar.
Hello, everybody. Welcome to Tuesday Night Live. Hey, I see a couple comments that is buffering heavy. Is it on all the platforms? On YouTube? Is it still doing it? Is it just on Twitch? Someone let me know. Hello, Miss Stephanie on YouTube. Felicia Harding on YouTube. Welcome back from Japan. Jabsy2 on Twitch. Cheryl's on Twitch as well. iPad's running out of juice. Uh-oh. Stephen. Hey, Stephen. Stephen's in New Hampshire. Twitch is working on your end. Okay. So is it YouTube that's glitching? Or is it better now? Tom K, Colorado. Thank you, Tom. I'm playing the new Skyhawk headless. I know you can't see. See, I didn't have time to get the lights the way I want it yet. Hey, Renee. Renee's in Seattle. May Sim, welcome on Facebook. Thank you, Cheryl. San Bernardino in the house. Is that Dallas on Twitch? Guillotine. Hey, Mom. My mom's on. It's good to know. Hi, Aunt Thelma and Janet. Yeah, thank you, Renee. It sounds just like the full-size ones. To me, at least. The back pickup is a little bit different. It's a full humbucker. So it's a little different, but in general, it's got the same neck as my full-size model, but it is considerably smaller. All right, so the stream is back, right? So I'm gonna unplug this and play some more songs. All right. Tuesday Night Live. It's a mixed bag this week. A lot of stuff going on, but also I want to give a shout out to Steve Vai. Happy birthday, Steve. A couple days ago. As well as Les Paul. It was Les Paul's birthday. You guys know I've got the jam with Steve Vai quite a bit. I also got the jam with Les Paul twice, and I'm still looking. If anybody sees any pictures of me jamming with Les Paul, please send them to me. I don't have them. It was 1990, and then I don't know when the other one was, probably 98, 99. One was at Fat Tuesdays, and the other one was at the Iridium in New York. I would love to have copies of those. It's pre everyone having a cell phone on them. So those are happy birthdays. Happy birthday to my friend Tim Noonan. Hey Tim, happy birthday. But also, we lost Mr. Funk himself, Sly Stone. And some of you guys have been watching long enough to know I've done 2 really cool live streams honoring Sly on his birthday. We had members of his family sending videos, and I had lots of guests like Vernon Reid, Crystal Telefaro, Thomas Claxton, Warren McCrae, Chuck Kerswick, Mo Cousins, Mercedes. Lots of guests, just a lot of guests. And we played Sly and the Family Stone hits, and I got to jam with everybody through the magic of video. So if you search for that on my page, honoring Sly and the Family Stone, Sly's birthday. They were really good. They were both really. The first one was my favorite, I think. I think the first one was my favorite, but they were both great. And the first one's my favorite probably because I know how much work it took. But my friend Martin helped me with keyboard parts and stuff. So basically, I had to put the show together, the set, and program and play stuff. And my friend Martin played most of the keyboard parts and then the horns. And then I'd send it out to everybody, and they would put their part on, and I would take my part off. And then I got to play live with them at the end there. It was great. Angela in Sheridan or Wyoming, as well as Angela, check out the YouTube specials that I did on Sly. But Angela's on Wyoming, and Felicia Harding's on from Wyoming. Cheryl's on in San Bernardino. Japsy 2 is in the middle of California. And speaking of California, I'm headed to California Thursday. I am doing 2 shows with my friend Travis Larson. Friday night, this Friday the 13th at Beat the Bistro. And every time Travis reminded me today, every time we played there, it's been packed, and it's been wonderful. And then Saturday, June 14th, is an early show. It's like 3 to 6, I believe, we play in Rancho Cordova near Sacramento. 3 to 6. Ooh, I'm going to have to wake up. Just kidding. That's this Friday and Saturday. And then the following week, I will be in Lebanon, Oregon. Check out that Cheryl, on YouTube it stays up. I'll post a link, but it stays up. So that's a Cafe Rock on the following Friday, the 19th or 20th, at Cafe Rock in Lebanon, Oregon, with Ed to Shred. We're both gonna shred, make some noise. And then the rest are private, up in Seattle and Vancouver, Washington. But yeah. There we go. All right. Angela, that's how you're on now. I'm not sure. You're on YouTube. Hey, Kevin. Kevin's on in Jacksonville. The Skyhawks looking good. Renee, I still got to send you the invite for the house concert. Braxel. Yeah, I love that picture with the lightsaber as well. Hey, Jeannie. Jeannie's in Montgomery, Alabama. We just wrapped up. I think we wrapped up Jeannie's record. She's a poet and book author, and so we did 8 pieces of her poems to music. I created the music and she created the words. Steven's in New Hampshire going, you sort of assumed it would be called a Shadowhawk. Skyhawk, because it's for flying. For me, that's what it's Skyhawk. Well, we got Ben Slater on in Brisbane. Hey, Ben. Ben sent me a video that we forgot about of the honoring when I was in Australia. And there's a YouTube link for that. Ben, if you're still on, post that link on there. I haven't had a chance to upload the video onto my page yet. Is that Evo? Help us all about any San Diego. No San Diego shows right now. You know what? I gotta turn the air on here. Here, just so. All right, these are. Hold on. Okay. Dan Petty. Hello, Dan. Where are you watching from, Dan? Twitch and DF Dub. Pulled over to connect. Can't comment in the car. Yes, Twitch and DF Dub. Are you driving? If you're driving, don't comment. Just beep your horn and flash your lights. Guitar Pit of Horrors. Hello. Defcon Clark from Tennessee. Hey, Defcon. Hey, Clark. Eric Gale. Guitar Pit, you like the reverse delay? I do too. You guys are on the popcorn. You know, I usually don't eat popcorn on Tuesdays because it's too rockin'. Sundays, that's popcorn. Popcorn, chocolate, hot chocolate, coffee. I know some of you drinking wine. That's interesting. I was going back, so I'm looking at the old comments. So that glitching was only happening on YouTube, it seems. Or am I wrong? Yeah, Twitchity, Ohio. I'm coming to Cleveland. July 10th. So July 8th, July 6th, I'll be in Albuquerque, New Mexico. Nothing I can announce. But I'm doing a private show. But I'll be in the area, so there may be something public may pop up. July 10th is very public. I don't have the details. It's in Cleveland, Ohio. And all I know is the festival. And then the very next day, I'm on Long Island at a club called the Village Pub in Lindenhurst, Long Island. That's July 11th. July 12th is a private event in Long Island as well. And on Long Island, I should say. And then Sunday the 13th is a semi-private show in Toms River, New Jersey. So John Muller, if you're watching, it's the same one you've come to before. So let me know if you want to come. Ben says that voicing was called a Larry chord. My hands are, I got a little weird arthritis thing going on here. So I have to, certain chords I have to voice differently. And I got to find a better spot for my strap to help me play. But, so some chords may look funky, but I'm doing the best I can to get them out. I'm just trying to read comments. Dan Petty, what is the effect I'm using? I don't know when this comment came in. Is it the same sound I'm using right now, which is just reverse delay? And chorus and a little reverb. Hey, Holly Ray. Guitar Pit of Horrors. Water for you. You know what? It's not a bad idea. Water. I realized you could still hear me drinking. Tried to do that incognito. Defcon Clark, you need to text me about booking an event in February of 2026. You know how to get in touch with me. I wonder what that could be, Defcon. All right. So between Sunday was the year anniversary of my friend Jamie Shadowlight passing, and then Rosie's son, the anniversary of Rosie's son passing, and then recently Sly Stone. I'm gonna do Unforgotten. Oh, Defcon Clark. All right, that's different. You know what I thought it was, right? All right. This is Unforgotten. you get to hear the difference, if there is one. So it's the same pickups, except the back pickup, the bridge. Hey everybody, thank you so much for tuning in. I thought I saw Margaret Ann on. Welcome, Margaret Ann in Atlanta. Cheryl, your phone lasted. Gina, your signal dropped before. Oh yeah. All right, guys. Thank you so much for tuning in. Summer is officially here. It is hot. Summer is here. I hope to see some of you out this weekend if you're in Northern California, and otherwise I'll be in Cleveland soon, and New York, Long Island, and therefore parts New Jersey, New Hampshire. I'm gonna try and get around. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. If you'd like to support these live streams, I do this every Tuesday at 9 o'clock, Sunday nights at 9 o'clock Eastern Time, both at Eastern Time. Sundays are a mellow acoustic, and I do a lot more improv, but it's completely different than this. And I'd even try and do them when I'm on the road. So I usually try and find a spot, just sit down and do it a little bit. If you'd like to support the streams, you can go to Bandcamp and buy a song. That's it. Subscribe. Please subscribe on Twitch and YouTube. And as always, yeah, Twitch D. Thanks, Tom. Inverse scene. Thank you. Thanks, Renee. As always, a quote by my friend Zach. When I gave all my love and I've gone home, they'll say I was here, and I put a little dent in fear, and then I made someone smile. I hope I made you guys smile tonight. I'll see you guys soon.
Larry Mitchell, everybody, on guitar. Larry, welcome to the show. Larry, nice job. Larry Mitchell. Wow, that's nice, man.